Hello, in this tutorial I will show you how to create and send out your first questionnaire. First, click on Documents and then Form. You will enter a form editor which consists of a number of widgets from which you can assemble your questionnaire. Each of these fields is explained in our knowledge database, but most of them are very easy to understand. For example, a date is a date field which can be configured to show minimum and maximum values and has other advanced features which are beyond the scope of this tutorial. Similarly, short text is simply a way to ask a question, make it required or not, and then also assign more advanced settings such as minimum length, maximum length, etc. In this tutorial, I will show you how to now create a very simple web form and send it out to your client. In order to do that, I will import a ready-made web form from our library, which is right here. The form is imported. I can scroll down and click Create Form. The form is now saved in my folder. In order for me to see what it's going to look like when the client opens it up, I can click on the Preview button. The form will open up in a separate tab, and I can review it. And once I'm happy, I can go back to my editor and then click on the Share button. I have three ways of sharing a web form or a questionnaire. First one is to simply copy the link to the questionnaire and email it through my own email system. I can invite a user directly from MyDocSafe, or I can actually publish a button with the web form on my website, and the code for that button is provided here. Let's send this questionnaire to a client. And let's say, I'm going to say, hello, please fill out this questionnaire. The request has been sent. I can now close it. The request has arrived, and the client can now click on the Fill the Form button. The form opens up, and the person can now fill the information. I'm going to put in some gibberish data just to show you how the platform will react. But you could see that you can immediately see that certain fields will not let you through unless you provide an appropriate format. So an email address field does check for email address format, which means that I need to have some text, an @ sign, some text, a dot, and some text. You could actually enforce certain field formats based on your own preferences, which you can learn about how to do in our knowledge database. If I try to submit the button, click the Submit button, the form is submitted. In this particular case, there were no fields that were required. If they were, then that wouldn't be possible. Now I can come back to my account. If I refresh, I'm going to now see my first record in the Records tab. Shows up here. I can open it up. I can view it. I can print it. I can also export the data in the CSV format, which is very handy if you collect a lot of information. So this is in a nutshell how to create and share a form or a questionnaire. However, you could use more advanced settings for our questionnaires if you use portals or workflows. In those cases, you could ask the user to sign a PDF version of the questionnaire they filled, or you could embed the form in a more complicated workflow, which includes document signing, ID verification, and payments. To learn about those use cases, please go to the help section of our website. Thank you very much.